So hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. So before I get into the video, I just want to say a big thank you to you all for viewing my last video. It was called the Mental Health Issues Talk video. If you haven't checked it out, please go and check that video out first before you watch this one, and then today's video will make more sense. So I just want to say a big thank you to you all. That was quite a hard video to record. And yeah, I'm hopefully help somebody out there that it has experienced what I've experienced. So yeah, go and check that out before you watch this one. I just want to say thank you for viewing it, and also hello and welcome to you all that has subscribed to my channel. It's not always going to be like this sit down talk. There will be covers coming. There will be various different videos coming this year, so now I'm getting myself back on track. There will be new content, so it's not just going to be sit down and talk, but there will be a second part to this video, which will be like in a couple of weeks or 4 weeks time, just to give you an update of how I'm feeling in like a couple or 4 weeks time. I'm not sure. I think probably 4 weeks is more probably beneficial, because I'll be on the tablets I'm on a lot longer. So just to recap, just a tiny recap of what I covered in my last video. I was put on sertraline. I got vertigo, I got labyrinthitis. I got really bad side effects on it. The doctor stopped them, and she put me on Stemetil, because you're supposed to gradually come off sertraline, and she just stopped them. The Stemetil reacted to the sertraline, which made me 10 times as bad as I was feeling at the beginning. And because I've been diagnosed with anxiety, depression and severe OCD. So the Stemetil was reacting to the sertraline, and them two together just made everything twice as worse. I stopped everything. The vertigo gradually came out slowly of my system, and the labyrinthitis as well. So thankfully, touch wood, where's wood? The vertigo's gone, and the labyrinthitis have gone as well. That's totally disappeared. So I had a breakdown at the beginning of the year, and was put on sertraline, then Stemetil, and as I said, they reacted and made me 10 times worse. I then had another mini breakdown. I was going back to work, and then this black cloud come again, and bam, I had just a little breakdown. It wasn't as big as the first one. I was having panic attacks every day. My mood was getting so ridiculously low. I wasn't doing anything silly. I wasn't harming myself. I wasn't at that stage, thankfully. And yeah, I was just on nothing. The doctor didn't want me to take anything. I got so bad. I couldn't go back to work. I couldn't do it. The thought of going outside, the thought of leaving the house was just so daunting, so scary, which made my anxiety 10 times worse. So I couldn't even leave the house. I couldn't do it. I just about could go out to the bin and put stuff in our recycling bins. And I could just about do that. But to actually physically go outside and have a walk, I couldn't do it. So I was indoors all the time. Apart from going out to the bin, I was indoors all the time. I couldn't do anything. So I couldn't even face getting washed and dressed. I couldn't shower. I couldn't get dressed. The eating, that was fine. I was eating, I think I was comfort eating. I was eating way too much, which has resulted in me putting on a couple of stone since Christmas, and that's not very long to put a couple of stone on, but today's the day I've started Slim Fast. So today's the day of Slim Fast, and the weight will come off, so that I'm fine with the weight thing. It'll come off gradually. I'm fine with that. So yeah, I couldn't even leave the house. I couldn't get washed and dressed. I was spending my day on the sofa every day, all day. And even my husband couldn't leave me on my own, because the thought of him going out anywhere, even to the shops, was so scary and brought my anxiety to the maximum. And I didn't want to be left alone. Not that I was going to do anything silly. I wasn't at that stage. Like I said, I wasn't at the stage of harming myself or anything, but I just didn't want, because some days I was getting ridiculously angry, not just myself, but at everything. Then the next day I'd be so emotional that my husband wanted to get a boat to be able to swim around the house, because I was crying that much. And then the next day I'd be like back angry again. So I was like up and down every day. So I was angry, then I was sad, then I was angry, then I was sad. And I couldn't be left alone or anything, and I didn't want to be left alone. I was so scared to be left on my own. So what my husband did, and thankfully we've both got great jobs and great bosses and great staff, members of staff with us. So luckily both of our works are very understanding. So if you're watching this, to everybody that works at the Cons Club in Chatteris, thank you so much for supporting me and being there, and also still being there today, because I'm still not 100%. So I just want to say a big thank you to you all as well. I love you all. So I couldn't let my husband leave me. So what he did was agree with his manager that he would have a holiday for a week and review it after a week, and basically stay at home and look after me. And I really enjoyed him being at home, because he's turned out to be a great cook. I couldn't even cook nothing. I couldn't even get no drinks. I just didn't want to leave the sofa. I was that low. So he basically did everything. And he's turned out to be a fantastic cook. He could cook before, but for him to take on the role of doing everything in the house, as well as cooking, he's been amazing, absolutely amazing. So then he looked after me for a week, and then we surveyed the situation and kind of looked into him going back to work. And then the thought of him going and leaving me again, because I was still on no medication, was so daunting, so scary. I was crying, and then getting angry again, and then I was crying again, and my emotions were up and down like a yo-yo. And I said to Mark, I can't deal with it, I can't. So then I said, right, I need to go back to the doctors. They've got to put me on something. I can't just not be on anything. I need to get back to normality. I need to get back to work. I need to get back to my YouTube and housework and cooking and everything that I used to do. I want to get back to it all. So we went back to the doctors and saw another doctor, which she was fantastic. I bawled my eyes out in front of her, and it's quite scary going to the doctor and telling them what you're experiencing, but it's beneficial in the long run if you do, because it opens so many doors. They're so helpful. So I went to her and explained everything about sertraline and what I experienced then, and she put me on a tablet called fluoxetine, which there are not many tablets, not that I know of, that cater for all three, because I've got anxiety, depression and severe OCD. So there's not many tablets that cater all three. So luckily enough, touch wood, these are working. So I am on a funky tablet called fluoxetine. And this is what the box looks like. If you can see, I don't know if it will focus. So I'm on fluoxetine capsules, 20 milligrams on the box. It says 20 milligrams each. I did start on these of 1 tablet a morning. I'll show you the tablets because they're quite groovy tablets. Quite like these, the colour and stuff. So they're quite groovy tablets, green and yellow. Woo. And obviously this is a full pack, and the box is empty because I've already took all of these already, and I think I had another lot in there. So yeah, this is what they look like if you're planning on going on fluoxetine or you're thinking about it. And obviously I'm not a doctor, so anything I say might be different for you. You might experience things differently. So they're my tablets. I started on just taking one of these a day, 1 tablet a day, and things were slightly improving, just slightly improving, not very much. But then as the days came on and I started taking one of these a day, every day, never missed it. I always take them in the morning because they say if you take them in the morning, you're going to get maximum effect from them. If you take them at night time, you're probably going to have like weird dreams and probably not sleep well. So these are recommended to take in the morning, but you don't have to. You take them at any time of the day. Take morning, noon, and night, whatever suits you, because everybody is different. So I started taking one of these a day and love these tablets. And things were slightly improving, and then as the days and days went on, they were improving more and more and more. It got to the stage where I could actually go out for a walk, and I just walked to the end of our road to the shop and back again, and that was enough for me. And I said, right, well, I'm going for a review with the doctor, so we'll review the medication and these funky tablets. Went to see the doctor, had my review with her, or what I've been experiencing on these tablets. I've had a lot of side effects, don't get me wrong. First week was the hardest week possibly on these tablets, because for me, everybody's side effects are different, so your side effects might be different to what I experienced. So my side effects was I had a lot of head zaps. So if you don't know what head zaps are, they are short bursts of pain in your head. It can be anywhere at the front, back, middle, sides, anywhere, bottom. And they're short bursts of pain. They last for a few seconds. But mine were that severe that they were making my eyes water. They were basically, where did I have them? I had at the back, or at the sides, or a little bit on the top. I had headaches, migraines that were making me feeling sick. I was also having nausea, not physically vomiting, but I was having nausea as well. Yeah, so the migraines were contributing to the nausea, but I was also having nausea on top of the migraines, because that was the side effect. So I had them for a week. And yeah, they're still there today, but the head zaps are dying down. I still feel nauseous, but not as bad. So your side effects might be different. You might not experience any of these, but for me personally, I did experience these. So I told her about my side effects that I've had, how I'm feeling, and she recommended we up the dose. So I wasn't just taking one a day. I am now taking 2 of these bad boys a day. Woo! 2! Taking 2 of these a day now. These groovy tablets. There you go. You can have a close up. The groovy doovy ones. I'm now taking 2 a day. And I must say things are really, really improved since taking 2 a day. From my last video, I was like sitting like this. Today I'm more upbeat. I'm more happy. I'm not cured. This probably isn't ever going to cure me, but it is certainly helping, and it is making a considerable difference on my OCD as well. So I'm really, really happy at the moment in time about these tablets. Yes. So yeah, that's so I'm taking these. I started Slim Fast today, so I know that my weight will come down quite quickly for a start, and I will be losing weight. So I'm looking forward to jumping on the scales every Sunday and losing weight. Woo! Yeah, I'm taking them every day, and I ventured out on Saturday. My husband said, right, shall we go out Saturday, go for a day out, just go somewhere so it's not too far, and just go out shopping and have some coffee. Well, I don't drink coffee, but my husband drinks coffee, and I have chai lattes. They are very delicious. Cafe Nero is the best place to go for chai lattes if you like that kind of thing. So we went out for lunch and shopping, and I got all my Slim Fast snacks, and we tried to find some antibacterial hand gel in the whole of the town where we went. Nowhere sold it because of this virus that is going around, so we couldn't get anything. So couldn't get any antibacterial hand gel. So so we ventured out for the day. We went on the bus because obviously myself and my husband don't drive. So we went on the bus, and my heart was going ridiculously fast. And I had to do some breathing techniques and just get myself nice and calm. And then once we got to the town and we got off the bus, I started feeling like my anxiety was up a little bit, but not as severe as it has been. My anxiety was up a little bit because I think it was quite daunting, because it was the first day I'd actually been out properly, and seen people, and I knew that I was going to bump into somebody that I knew. Luckily enough, I didn't, which was quite shocking. Normally I go out and I see somebody I know and I chat to, and my husband's like, who's that? I know everyone. But luckily enough, I didn't bump into nobody I knew, which was quite weird that I didn't. And so yeah, we went out for the day and done shopping and stuff, and had lunch and chai lattes and stuff. So we got back from where we went, and I literally flopped because I was absolutely knackered. So we fed our cats, because we have 4 cats, and we fed them and had our tea, just a little bite to eat because we had our main meal out. So yeah, we had a little bit of tea, and then basically, what is that bit? My hair is just, I don't know what it's doing. My sideburns is like little wings. Sorry, I will venture off into a total different conversation, or in a little world of my own, like I did yesterday. So yeah, then Saturday I flopped when we got back from the shops, and had tea and just watched telly and basically fell asleep because it just wiped me out completely. I was that knackered. So then I was right, go back to work time, and myself and my boss had messaged me in the week and said, how about we slowly introduce you back into work and just come for a couple of hours on Sunday, see how you feel, see how you get on, and just get back into it slowly and just see how I go. So I was like, yeah, a couple of hours, I can do that. 11 till 1, come in for a couple of hours, see how I get on, and yeah, go from there. So I went back to work yesterday, went in, and yeah, like I said in my last video, my boss and all the staff there and the customers, open arms, glad to have me back. And I was absolutely bricking it. I won't get me wrong, I was absolutely bricking it. My hands all the way walking to work, because it takes me like 10 minutes to walk there. My hands were like literally like that all the way. And I got to work and yeah, got back because I work behind a bar. Got back behind the bar, picked up a glass, and my hand was physically shaking like this with the glass. It took me a good hour to get myself composed, get myself back in it, know where everything was again, because I hadn't been there for that long, for so long. I don't know how long, probably over a month that I hadn't been to work. And yeah, I had to find everything because there's new drinks and everything being introduced. So I picked up the glass, my hand was shaking, but after a good hour, I got back into it. I didn't forget how to work the till. I knew where everything was. I fathomed out where all the new glasses were, and I got back into it. And it got to 1 o'clock, and it got so busy because there was a private party going on, and it was so busy that I stayed on a bit longer, and a bit longer, and a bit longer. And it got that busy that I helped the other member of staff to close the pub. So I stayed there, basically. I got there at just before 11, and I think I got home about 7 o'clock in the evening. So I did a good 7 hours and 45 minutes to be exact for my first shift back. But like, I had the best day yesterday at work. The customers asking me how I am, like, am I okay? It's good to see me back behind the bar. I had some food there because I don't know if Debbie watches my videos, but if you do, thank you for the lovely spread yesterday for your nan's birthday. It was delicious food, so we got the chance to go and help ourselves to some food, which was lovely. And I just had the best day yesterday at work. It's good to be back. It was good to be back. Loved it. And by the time I got home, I was starving, so we ordered takeaway just to celebrate that I was back to work, and getting back to normality and my normal self. I'm not 100%. Oh, don't get me wrong. This is not a miracle cure. And so I said it might be different for everyone else. But I feel like I'm getting there slowly but surely. And yeah, that's basically where I am today. So I just wanted to do this video, so it was just to let you know that where I am today and what medication I'm on now, and sertraline and everything's gone and everything else. Vertigo, labyrinthitis completely gone, and I will be doing a second part to this video probably in 4 weeks time, just to let you know how I'm getting on with these groovy tablets, and where I am in like 4 weeks time. So if you are experiencing anything that I've talked about, or you're thinking about going on these, like I said, your side effects might be different to what I've experienced. I'm not a doctor, but these are very good tablets, and I would recommend these if you have OCD as well, as severe as mine, which is quite bad. With my OCD, I'll just go into a little detail that with my OCD, it was basically cleanliness and organisation, going round and round in my head. Like the tea, coffee, sugar canister has to be like a certain, like you got your tea, coffee and sugars, it has to be like a certain gap in between each. Cleanliness, everything tidy, everything organised. It was just continuously going round and round and round and round and round and round every day, all day. It's still going round and round, but not as fast in my head. And it might sound like I've got voices and I'm scatty and I'm stupid and I'm a bit like weird, but I'm not. It's my OCD going around in my head, telling me what I've got to do constantly, what needs doing. Like my husband would sit on the sofa, he would get cold, wrap himself in a blanket, leave it on the sofa, and I couldn't leave it. I had to fold it up in a certain way, have it on the sofa a certain way, and if he then like put his leg on it, it would flip me out. That's how my OCD worked. It was different on so many levels. So it could have been cleanliness, organisation, something like that. The blanket. So all that would go on in my head every day, all day. It's still going around in my head every day, all day, but not as severe as it was before. So these groovy tablets are calming it down slightly, which probably in 4 weeks' time, they might have calmed it down a lot more. But I don't think it will ever go away, because like I said, they're not miracle tablets. They're not going to make things disappear. But yeah, that's where I am today, and I'll probably go into another video probably in a month's time to just explain about my OCD a bit more, and if you want to see that. But yeah, like I said, if you are experienced anything that I have covered in this video, please comment below, and I'll help you out as best as I can, but obviously I'm not a doctor. But yeah, thank you for viewing my video. Sorry it's been quite a long video again, but I like to cover everything that I want to cover in the videos, so I have to like just tell you all whether it's a long video or not. So thank you for viewing my video, and like I said, in 4 weeks time I'll do another video to let you know where I am with these groovy things. Oh, there's a car alarm going somewhere. See, I'm going off. Focus, Michelle, focus. So anyway, I'm gonna go, and hopefully I will see you very, very soon, and thank you for checking me out. Bye. Hello, it's only me again. So you may have watched my lengthy video and thought, oh, that's the end of chatting away, and I'm sorry it was quite a long video. I just wanted to go into more detail and cover literally everything I wanted to. The reason why I'm bringing this quick clip in is because since recording that video, I don't know if I can remember if I said that my milligrams for my fluoxetine was up to from 20 milligrams to 40 milligrams a day. I can't remember if I said that or not in my video, so I do apologise if I have covered that. But yeah, my milligrams was up to 40 milligrams for my fluoxetine. A couple of days in of taking 40 milligrams, I started to experience more anxiety. I was just feeling so much more anxious, so much more stressed. Yeah, everything was just up to the maximum. And started to feel the effects of like how I felt when I was on sertraline, of like feeling this strangled effect on my throat, pressure in my ears and my nose, and headaches, and feeling nausea again, and started to get a bit dizzy again like I did with sertraline. So I thought, oh, I'll stick with the 40, it'll be fine, get it in my system, it'll soon come out, and then like everything will be fine. Then I went back to work, had a great first shift back on the Sunday, and all went swimmingly, and loved being back, because I generally do love my job. There's not many people out there that can say they love their job, but I actually do love my job. I've got a great, fantastic team with me. They're so supportive, and I haven't like not told them anything about my mental health issues. So they know literally everything, and they're there to support me, and they're just a wonderful team, which is great to have. So Sunday went really swimmingly. Monday did not go as well as I wanted it to, because everything just, for me personally, everything seemed to go wrong at work. Perhaps it didn't, I'm not sure, but for me it felt like everything was going wrong. So that made my stress levels go up like to the maximum. My anxiety levels went up to the roof. I was feeling emotional, I was feeling stressed, I was feeling kind of angry with myself for making these like tiny mistakes that I've never made, but my head wasn't fully in it. I wasn't concentrating properly. My head wasn't in the game. My head wasn't in the right place at that time at work, and I had a full-blown panic attack, which was not great, having one at work. Luckily I had it when all the customers went, so I didn't feel embarrassed, because if I'd have broke down in tears in front of them, I would have felt so embarrassed. But luckily enough for me, my panic attack started when they all went. So yeah, so I can't remember if I told you in the video you've just watched that I was on 20 milligrams of fluoxetine. It got up to 40 milligrams by the doctor of fluoxetine, and that's when everything started to go wrong. I started to feel more anxious, more nervous, more stressed, more upset, more emotional, more angry with myself. Excuse me, I've got hiccups. I felt like I was getting more dizzy, more nausea. The pressure on my throat started, of how when, if you watch my other videos about sertraline, how I had like a pressure feeling on my throat, like someone was literally strangling me all the time. I had that back again. I had pressure in my ears, pressure in my nose again. Literally everything felt like it was back to square one. And yeah, so I basically got in touch with a mental health team, and they've given me some good coping strategies to put into place for when I'm at work and at home as well, so I hopefully don't get to that level of having another panic attack, because it is embarrassing for me to have one. I don't mind if I have one at home, but having one outside of home is just totally embarrassing for me. So yeah, my tablets got up to 40, so that's when everything started. So then they've advised me to go back down to 20 milligrams and just keep on that for a while, because 40 literally wasn't suiting me, and it wasn't helping my anxiety levels at all in the slightest. It made it 10 times worse for me, and that's why the panic attack happened at work, which was not great. So I just wanted to put that little bit in there, so that if you thought, oh, Michelle's like, fluoxetine is helping her, she's getting there slowly but surely. No, I've had this blip in the middle, but I've kind of overcome it, and going back to work tomorrow, and yeah, I'm going to see how it goes, and hopefully keeping on the 20 milligrams will be much better for me. And hopefully if I keep on 20 milligrams, then I'll come out the other side and hopefully feel 100% better. It can take months and months to feel 100% better. So if you're thinking, oh, from the last video, Michelle looks like she's on the straight and narrow, she's getting there slowly but surely, fluoxetine, I might try that. It's not all plain sailing. There's lots of swings and roundabouts to go through. There's lots of obstacles to overcome with being on fluoxetine and having your tablets upped, and now it's back down again, and have experienced all of these things. So if you are thinking of taking fluoxetine just by watching the video clip you just watched, please don't rush into it. Please take into consideration, because these things happening to me might be different for you. Everybody's symptoms and side effects are totally different for everyone. So perhaps 40 milligrams would suit you. Just because it's not suiting me, don't mean to say it's not going to suit you. Perhaps it will suit you, but I would advise, because I'm not a doctor, go and speak to your doctor about it. But I would like to help others out there that are dealing with mental health issues, because I think it would benefit from us all for helping each other, being kind to each other as well. No nastiness, no bitchiness, no backstabbing, just help each other, be kind, be there for each other. If you see someone crying,
then go and help them. Because I think if I was out in public and I did have like a panic attack or I cried, I would want like somebody, I wouldn't mind somebody coming up to me and asking if I'm okay, because I think they would help. So I think just be there for each other and just talk to each other and support each other every way that you possibly can. Even if it's checking on your neighbour and you know they've got mental health issues, go next door, ask if they need anything when you're not busy. Just help each other. But I also want to be there, not just for myself, I want to be there for you all as well. So if you are all, if there's somebody out there that is experienced or thinking about going on fluoxetine, just get in contact with me, comment down below, and I can help you, because I think helping others would help me as well. So I just wanted to add that little short segment of video in there just to let you know that, because I was going to record like 4 weeks time, but I wanted to just basically do a little segment just to let you know that I have had a blip, because it does happen. Anyway, I'm going to leave you all now, because I'm going to edit and upload these videos, and I will still do like a progress report in like 4 weeks time to see how far I've come on 20 milligrams, because I don't think I'm going to be up to 40 again. Can't do it. My body doesn't like it. I don't like it. And yeah, I'll give you a little progress report in about 4 weeks time, and hopefully once I get in the right frame of mind and everything else, I'll start doing covers and doing my different content for my YouTube channel as well for you. So hopefully see you very, very soon. Thank you for watching all my videos, and thank you for giving it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Bye bye.